In this lesson, I'll explain how you can drag and drop a subdirectory into your program and then click a button to open it in the Windows File Explorer. I'm Hugh, and this is another lesson in my series on programming an application Launchpad in C#. Up to now, I've been able to drag and drop files and programs onto my Launchpad, but not folders or directories. But really, I think it would be incredibly useful to be able to add a folder and then click a button to open it in the File Explorer. Well, let's see how that can be done. In the previous version of this program, I could select one or more files or documents, programs, whatever, in the File Explorer, drop them onto the form, and you can see the buttons are created and they've got a label and an icon, and I've associated event handlers with them so that I can launch the mouse menu to delete or move them, and if I click the button then it will launch the associated file. Now in this new version I want to make a distinction between a file, a program file or a document, and directories, folders like this, so that what I want now is to be able to drag on folders in addition to files, and again it will create label buttons to launch into that folder. The code that does all this button creation has now been packaged up into this new method, createButton. Now when an item's been dropped onto a form, the add button method you can see down here, this first tests if the path is the path to a file. For example, it might be the path to a program file, an MP3 file or something like that. And if it's found to be a path to a file, then this test would be true and it would get the icon from the file, as I explained in an earlier lesson. Then it would call my createButton method to create the button itself. And that's more or less the same code that we've seen in previous projects, except packaged out now into this new method. And finally it adds the button to the panel. However, if the item is a path to a folder rather than to a file, you'd see that then this block of code would test the path using directory.exists. So the essential difference here is it uses the directory class instead of the file class to test that path. Now, for example, it might be a subdirectory that contains a whole load of document or MP3 files, and if that's found to be a valid folder path, then again it calls createButton and goes ahead and creates the button and the icon and so on. Now, the only thing that's changed really here is the code that gets the icon. Unlike a file, a path to a directory doesn't have a custom icon associated with it. Now, since I plan to launch the folder into the Windows File Explorer, I've decided here to display the File Explorer icon. And you can see that's this method here. Explorer.exe lives in the Windows directory, and this line of code here returns that directory. And then I just get the Explorer icon in the usual way and return it. All that's left to do now is to find a way of opening the File Explorer on the specified path when the button is clicked. And I do that in the launch file method. Once again, I use the file.exists test, and if that fails, I run the directory.exists test. If that succeeds, I know the button I clicked represents a path to a folder, so I launch the File Explorer using process.start and pass to it the path that I want to open. And that's it. So now this time I'll try dropping on a folder, and to open it I click it, and you can see it opens up in the File Explorer. Now finally, just in case you want to use my code to write your own application launcher, let me just go to the top and I'll page down slowly so that you can pause the video if you want to see exactly what code I've written. Now remember, as I've said many times before in this series, the error checking in my code is very, very basic because I want to keep it as clean and simple as possible so that you can see easily what's going on. In a real-world application, of course, you would need to do a lot more exception handling and error recovery to avoid trying to run files that don't exist or to load paths that are invalid. But anyway, this code gives you a good starting point. And we're nearly at the bottom. So you've seen most of this code in previous lessons, but that essentially is all the code of my application Launchpad. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment if you like. And subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. And I'll be back soon with more programming stuff, so see you then.